His confounder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki Namah Vishnu Para Paramahansa Parivar Jakacharya Stutara Sata His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prince Sahakoho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Graharshi Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Vrindavan Dama ki jai. Mayapur Dama ki jai. Nidwarka Dama ki jai, Ganga Maya ki jai, Jamuna Maya ki jai, Tulasi Devi ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada book distribution ki jai, Prasadam distribution ki jai. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, from the 10th canto, chapter 1, entitled The Advent of Lord Krishna's, The Advent of Lord Krishna's. Verse number 2. Jadoscha dharma shilasya nitaram munisatama Tratam sena vatarnisya Vishnor viryani samsanaha Jadoscha dharma shilasya Nitaram muni sattama Tatram sena vatirnasya Viros viryani samsanaha Jadoscha dharma shilasya Nittaram munisatama Tatram sena vatirnasya Vishnor viryani samsanaha. So please chant. Jadosta dharma shilasya Norviryani samsanaha. Ladies, please. Jadoscha dharma silasya Nittaram munisatama Tatram sena vatirnasya Vishnor varyani samsanaha Jadoscha dharma silasya Taram muni sattamaha Tatram sena vatirnasya Chaturviryani samsanaha Yadoscha dharma silasya Muni sattamaha Tattam senavatirnasya Vishnu Varyani Shamsanaha. So word for word, Jado or Jadu, or the Jadu dynasty. Cha also. Dharma Shilasya, who were strictly attached to religious principles. Nitaram, highly qualified. Munisatama, O best of all Munis, King of the Munis, Shukadeva Goswami, Tatra, in that dynasty, Amsena, with his plenary expansion, Baladeva, Avatirnasya, who appeared as an incarnation, Vishnu, of Lord Vishnu, Viryani, the glorious activities, Samsa, kindly describe, Na, unto us. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. O best of Munis, you have also described the descendants of Jadu, who were very pious and strictly adherent to the religious principles. Now, if you will, kindly describe the wonderful, glorious activities of Lord Vishnu or Krishna, who appeared in that Jadu dynasty with Baladev, his plenary expansions. So please repeat. O best of Munis, you have also described the descendants of Jadu, who were very pious and strictly adherent to religious principles. Now, if you will, kindly describe the wonderful, glorious activities of Lord Vishnu or Krishna, who appeared in that Jadu dynasty with Baladev, his plenary expansion. Purport. The Brahma Samhita 5.1 explained that Krishna is the origin of the Vishnu Tattva. Ishwarama Parama Krishna Saksidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Krishna, who is known as Govinda, is the supreme controller. He has an eternal blissful spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin, for he is the prime cause of all causes. Jasyaika Nishwasita Kalam Atavala Jivanti Loma Vilaja Jagat Andanata Vishnur Maham Saiha Yasya Kala Vishesho Govinda Adi Purushantanaham Bhajami. The Brahmas, the heads of the innumerable universes, live only for the duration of one breath of Mahavishnu. I worship Govinda, the original Lord, on whom Mahavishnu is but a portion of the plenary portion. Brahma Samhita 5.48. Govinda, Krishna, is the original personality of Godhead. Krishna's tu Bhagavan Swayam. It doesn't appear here, but it's Srimad Bhagavatam 1.3.28. Even Lord Mahavishnu, who by his breathing creates many millions upon millions of universes, is Lord Krishna's Kala Vishesha, or plenary portion of a plenary portion. Mahavishnu is a plenary expansion of Sankarshan, who is a plenary expansion of Narayana. Narayana is a plenary expansion of the Chaturvyuha. And the Chaturvyuha are plenary expansions of Baladev, the first manifestation of Krishna. Therefore, when Krishna appeared with Baladev, all the Vishnu Tattvas appeared with him. Maharaj Parikshit requested Sukadeva Goswami to describe Krishna and his glorious activities. Another meaning may be derived from this verse as follows. Although Sukadeva Goswami was the greatest Muni, he could describe Krishna only partially, Amshena, for no one can describe Krishna fully. It is said that Anantadeva has thousands of heads, but although he tries to describe Krishna with thousands of tongues, his descriptions are still incomplete. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gnana Shalakaya Chaksuri Militanyena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. I was born with Darden energy, and my spiritual master opened my eye with his torso knowledge. I offer my humble obeisance to his lotus feet. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Utalesi Mati Vraha Prabhuti Nami Sisi Vrindataira Padapankaya Pramashiraya. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Utalesi Mati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauri Brahmi Prishani Visesa Sunyavari Paschatya Satarini Vanchakalpataruyascha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Panave Vivasnevevyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I want to apologize. I think I know my voice is not really in good condition right now. And second, please give me your blessings, beginning from Amala Maharaj and Radha-krpa-kataksha Prabhu and what's his name? Sura Prabhu and all Vaishnavas of the Lord, so I can send something beneficial. So, if you noticed in the sloka, in the Sanskrit sloka, the name of Krishna is not mentioned. But Maharaj Parikshit, he mentioned it. Vishnu. He said, Vishnur, Viryani Shamsana, with his expansion Baladev. So some question may arise from this of why he didn't mention Krishna, why he said Vishnu. One thing is, I was thinking that when Maharaj Parikshit was in the womb of his mother Uttara, Ashwatthama threw a Brahmastra in order to kill him. But Krishna appears in the womb in order to save him in his four-arm form as Vishnu. Also, when Krishna was born from Vasudeva and Devaki, he appears as four-arm Vishnu, and then he turned into two arms, baby Krishna. But still, the question will be, who was first, Krishna or Vishnu? Most people, most Hindu think that Vishnu is the supreme, and Krishna is one of his 8 expansions, 8 incarnations in the Dasa Avatar. And anyone in the Western world who have some notion of Hinduism also, they understand that Krishna is the original, and Vishnu is the original, and Vishnu and Krishna is just one of the avatars. For example, in the dictionary also it's explained that Krishna is one of the avatars of Vishnu, because Krishna appears from Vishnu to descend this world. In the Pujari room we have Vaninath set up a computer. She responds by voice. So her name is Alexa. And you say, Alexa, play some music. So she starts to play Prabhupada's music. And then you say, Alexa, play some lectures. So she started to play Prabhupada's lecture. You can also ask her some questions. Like, Alexa, what is day is today? And she say, today is Wednesday, 24th. And also, if you ask, Alexa, who is Krishna? And she responds, Krishna is a Hindu god, the 8th avatar of Vishnu. So in this way, this information is known by so many people. So now here we have this statement from Maharaj Parikshit, Vishnu, why not Krishna? And there is some logic, it's called the logic of the chicken and the egg. Many Jews are familiar with that, right? What came first? Maharaj, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Some say the egg. But in order to the egg exists, it has to come from the chicken. But some people say the chicken, but in order to occur the hen, right? The chicken has come from the egg. So in this analogy, we can say with Krishna and Vishnu, but Krishna and Vishnu is always eternal. They are always both eternal. So who is first? So one can use another analogy of the sun, for example. The sun exists simultaneously with the sunrise. And, but still the sun, the planet sun is the source of the sun rays. So in the case of Vishnu, Krishna, who is the sun? And who is the rays? So historically, we understand that the Vishnu is first because he is the source of creation. And he is mentioned in all the Puranas, Upanishads, that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Krishna is barely mentioned. So there are many verses that address Vishnu. Like for example, Smartavya Satatam Vishnur, Vismartavya Natuchit, where it say, once you always remember Vishnu and never forget. Even Prahlad Maharaj, what is this famous night process of devotional service is Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. Even the one who killed Hiranyaksha is Vishnu, was not actually Krishna himself. So while Krishna, he descended just 5,000 years ago. But in addition, Vishnu lives in Vaikuntha with great opulence and is worshipped with awe and reverence. So that's what everybody will expect of God, to be God. Whereas Krishna, he's just a simple cowherd boy. He's simple cowherd boy and living in a simple village of Vrindavan. So one may think, so of natural, the Vishnu is the supreme. So there is a great confusion in this because even Lord Brahma became bewildered when he saw little Krishna. He was about 5 years old when he was with his boy pasturing his calf, the calf, and playing with his boy in the forest of Vrindavan. Lord Brahma, when he saw him, he said, is this actually God? He said, this little boy? So he came down to check. So what he did is he wanted to test Krishna if actually he was God. So what he did is he stole the calf and then he stole his boyfriends. By his amazing, Krishna manifests all this he expands himself in calf and cow boys. So when Lord Brahma came back and he saw all the calf and boys, he went to see, because he put in some caves and he's sleeping. And he saw all of them were there. And then he became bewildered. How come they are here and they are also there? And then when he came back again, he saw all these calf and cow boys, they were just Vishnu forms. So he realized that actually this little boy was Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the origin and all the Vishnu tattvas. So he came down to ask forgiveness and also offered many prayers. And to test his convincement, Lord Krishna said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm just a simple cow boy." He said, No. He said, "You are the source of Narayana." He said, "You are Narayana." So this is is Vishnu. Even though everybody knows Vishnu first, it doesn't necessarily correspond that is ontological truth. For example, somebody give this example, if you meet me first, he said, before my mother, doesn't mean I am prior to my mother. So by logic, similarly, all the scriptures speak about Vishnu. But that doesn't mean the Vishnu is the original. Even Krishna descends after that, just 5,000 years ago. And also, there's another confusion, that there's so many incarnations, avatars of Krishna. And there's so many people wonder, then who is God? There's Vamana, Nrsimha, there's so many, Matsya. So he is the original God. Therefore, the scriptures say that Krishna is called Avatari. Avatari means the source of all incarnations. And the all incarnations called avatars, that they come from the Avatari. In truth, Krishna and Vishnu are one. Both are the absolute truths. But still there's a difference. One is the original and the other one is the expansion. One is the original and the other one is the expansion. It's called, there are five, what do you call this? 5 kind of expansions. Purusha avatars, 5 avatars. Purusha avatars, Manvantara, Leela avatars, Manvantara avatars, Satyavesha avatars. But it all comes from the original, from Krishna. When Lord Chaitanya was touring South India, he came to the Sri Sampradaya. Especially, he came to one of the Vaishnavas Sampradaya. He was named as Bankitavata. And he was very devoted to worship Lakshmi Narayana. Lord Chaitanya was pleased. He was pleased with this worship of Vishnu. Then he stayed for 4 months in the rainy season with this Brahmana. And they become very friendly. So one time Lord Chaitanya started to joke with him. And he said, "Who do you think is the Supreme, Krishna or Vishnu?" And then, of course, this Brahmana was very scholarly. He said, "There is no difference. Vishnu and Krishna are the same. But Vishnu is the form of opulence, and Krishna is in sweetness pastimes, very sweet." Then Lord Chaitanya said, "So why Lakshmi wanted to associate with Krishna? Why he left Narayana in order to associate with Krishna?" And he said, there's no difference. Both are the supreme. So naturally he wants to associate with Krishna also. But he said, but Lakshmi couldn't enter to the Rasa Lila. He said, why? And in this question, the Brahmana couldn't answer. And he said that, what can I say? I just insignificant jiva. He said, I can understand this. So Lord Chaitanya explained that Krishna is all attractive. He attracts Lakshmi. But Vishnu cannot attract the gopis. There is a famous pastime also when the Krishna disappeared from the gopis. And the gopis were practically mad looking for Krishna, asking to everyone and everything. They have seen Krishna, asking to the bushes, to the Yamuna, to the trees. They say, have you seen Krishna? Have you seen Krishna? Even Tulasi, Tulasi, you're very devoted to Krishna. He said, have you seen it? Then Krishna wanted to play a trick with the gopis. And he manifests his Vishnu form. So when the gopis came and saw him, I say, oh, Vishnu, Haribol. Dandavat, I say, Namaskar. But they were not attracted to Vishnu. He said, can you please excuse us? We are looking for Krishna. So they left. Of course, the pastime continued when Radharani came. Krishna is so attracted by Radharani that he couldn't maintain his Vishnu form out of this love for Radharani. Vishnu has 60 qualities, but Krishna has 64. This is one of the differences. These 4 qualities are the Lila Madhuri. Madhuri means sweetness. Especially in his childhood, he performed these wonderful pastimes that Vishnu doesn't do. And then the next one is Bhakta Madhuri, the association with loving devotees, always surrendered by loving devotees. And then the Venu Madhuri, when he plays his flute, he attracts all the living entities from the universe. And then also he has the Rupa Madhuri, that his beauty, nobody can match his beauty. His beautiful body is unique. Srila Jiva Goswami also quote from Vishnu Purana, Varaha Purana, sorry, that the same analogy, that the Ganges and the Yamuna, they are equal. There are no difference between them. But still he said that the Ganges, when it's sanctified 100 times, is called Yamuna. So similarly, he said that 100 names of Vishnu is equal to 1,000 names of Vishnu is equal to 1 Rama. And 3 Ramas is equal to Vishnu. So there is also the analogy of God, the analogy that Krishna is God at home. And you heard it before. And Vishnu is the God at office, working. So they say the Krishna at home, he's dealing with sweetness, relationship with intimates, with his family and friends. But Vishnu, in his office, he deals with formal dealings, or respect, very serious business. So for all these points, we can understand, of course, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we have no doubt. And they also Srimad Bhagavatam, and as Prabhupada mentioned it in the purport, Brahma Samhita and Srimad Bhagavatam confirm that Krishna is the original and Vishnu is just expansion. There is a story on the Srimad Bhagavatam, and of course in the Krishna book, where Sukadeva Goswami wants to make this point: who is the original God? And the story is that in Dwarka one time there was a Brahmana, and happened this son of this Brahmana, as soon as he took birth, he died. So because at that time, in the Vedic culture, the king was responsible for everything was happening in the kingdom. So naturally, there was nobody dies before the father. That was one anomaly from this part. So the Brahmana, being the righteous Brahmana, performing his religion duties, he understood, or he supposed to understood, that was the king who was failing to perform his religious activities. And so he took this dead son and went to the gates of the Ugrasena, of the temple, in the palace, from the palace, and started to accuse King Ugrasena of being lacking his following religious spirit, religious principle. And this this happened 9 times. And every time the child was dying, he took them and went to accuse Ugrasena. So the 9th child, when the ninth child was dead, when the child died, happened to Arjuna be there. And Arjuna asked him what was the problem. So he explained to him what was happening. So Arjuna said, I promise I will protect you. He said, the next child, I will save it. But the Brahmana said, how can you do it? This is Sankarsana, Keshava. They couldn't do it. What is your credit? And Arjuna said, I am ordinary. I'm ordinary man. I can protect you with my Gandiva. So then, if I am able to do it, he said, I will enter fire. So that happened that when the 10th child was about to born, the Brahmana sent for Arjuna. So Arjuna just performed Achman and ready to his arrows and shoot arrows everywhere, trying to protect the child. So as soon as the child was born, he started to cry. But as soon as he touched the ground, he said, he disappeared. So when the Brahmana saw this, he went to Arjuna and started to insult Arjuna in many ways. He said, how can I trust you? He said, you are a eunuch. Eunuch? That's the word. And then, anyway, Arjuna, with his mystic power, he went to Jamaloka, trying to find the kids. Couldn't find it. He went to Brahmaloka, couldn't find it. So at the end, he was ready to enter fire. So Krishna appeared and he stopped. He said, don't do it. He said, I know where they are. Come with me. So he mounted the chariots, and they went. He said they traveled north. So until they reached the Karana Ocean. In the Karana Ocean, they saw a beautiful palace. Inside the palace was Mahavishnu, laying down his Ananta Shesha. So as soon as they saw him, Krishna and Arjuna, they pay obeisance to Mahavishnu. And Mahavishnu received. So after the formal introduction, Mahavishnu confessed to Krishna that he stole the children because he wanted to take darshan of Krishna. He wanted to see Krishna and Arjuna. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explained that because Krishna was playing a part of that human being, he paid obeisance to Vishnu, but that doesn't mean the Vishnu is the original Supreme God. So later on, he returned the kids, and Krishna brought it back to the Brahmana. So there is some questions also that would arise from this story, that one may say, why Vishnu just came down to Dwarka and see Krishna? So this is one of also the proof that Krishna is the Supreme, because without the permission of Krishna, nobody can go and see him. And the second point is, of course, Vishnu said that he stole the kids from the Brahmana. He put in the Brahmana in a troubled situation because Krishna is the the Brahmana, Go Brahmana Itaya Cha. He's the well-wisher. Itaya means well-wisher, the well-wisher of the Brahmanas and the cows. So he understood that by putting this Brahmana in misery, Krishna will do something about it. But the other question is, why Krishna knew that the Mahavishnu took the first child. So why Krishna didn't go when the first child died? So the answer is that Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur explained that Arjuna is even more dear than the Brahmanas. Because Krishna, he said, I don't remember it, but he quotes the scriptures where Krishna is speaking to Arjuna. He said, actually I went to see Mahavishnu because you, he said, because I wanted to save you. Even the Brahmana was suffering, but still, you are more important to me. So in this way, in this story, we can understand also that Krishna is the supreme original God, and Vishnu is just the incarnation. So there is also another problem with the many Hindus has with ISKCON. They protest. He said, "Why only Krishna? Huh? Why only Krishna?" So I will end this class by reading something from Back to Godhead, so you can have some idea how some Hindus, you got it? Some Hindus think about ISKCON and the devotees of Krishna. Yeah. So I will read it and you can read along from the screen. So this is a letter from a Federation of Hindu Association. I think it's in Hawaii. So they were complaining about some statement from Back to Godhead magazine that was talking about the demigods. The demigods, the glories of the demigods, they said. So but the president of this association sent this letter. He says on resolution, he said, the Federation Hindu Association Insurances take a strong exception to the article and subsequent rejoinder in Back to Godhead magazine, May-June 1995, which in effect state that Shiva, Ganesh, Brahma, Rama, and other deities cannot best be considered as demigods and a little higher than human beings. So he was saying that Back to Godhead was, the devotees were saying this in this magazine, in this issue. Statements of this type are extremely offensive and confusing to the devout Hindus and are destructive to the Hindus' interests. Branding the worship of such deities as offenders is not fair to the compassionate and diversified philosophy of Hinduism, which interpretations suiting to themselves from obscure Puranas since thousands of years, a school of Vaishnavism, Krishna, Shaivism, and Saikism, Durga, are unfortunately conflicting on this question. The attitudes reek of fundamentalisms violate the very spirit of Hinduism and create the possibility of another offshoot from the mother of religion. By following such interpretation, they are creating exclusive territories of influence of business around one deity by eliminating or reducing the significance of others. So the Federal Hindu Association considers that in Hinduism all deities represent the different forms, attributes, qualities, power of Shaktis of the same Almighty. So this is what they think. A partial attachment of any of them and not surrendering to all the others remaining does not complete surrender to all the qualities and components of definition of God. Surrender to any deity is surrender to one of his attributes. Hence, all of them are worshipped, at one time or another to complete the puja, worship of the Supreme. So nobody should knock down, degrade, or insult any of the gods or goddesses by creating classes or grades around these multi-phases of the same God. So the Federal Hindu Association proposes that for the benefit of Hinduism, we should stop this discussion and treatment of superiority and inferiority. So the Federal Hindu Association appealed to ISKCON to continue the good work initiated by Swami Prabhupada. The Federal Hindu Association notes that even after the identification of the controversy by Radha-Raman Temple in Placenta, California, the statements of ISKCON are still confusing and hurting to the cause of Hinduism. So the Federal Hindu Association appealed to ISKCON to make clear statement that there is no superior or inferior among Krishna, Shiva, or Durga. That's what they wanted. And retract the objectable statement and declare themselves belonging to the Hindu family and way of life, respecting everyone. So the answer, the Federal Hindu appeals to all temples, association activities to join and work together in the best interest of Hinduism, to the benefit this commonwealth of belief and protect it from any damage. Please remember, confident in the Hindus. So the president. Anyway, the answer is very long. I don't want to take more time. But anyone wants to read it? The answer is amazing by Advaita Swami. It's amazing. So anyone wants to read it, I can give it the this information, or you can read it in Back to Gahir magazine. Anyway, that's the way they think about ISKCON. Why only Krishna? We're supposed to worship all demigods, and there are 330 million demigods. So if we engage in worship all the demigods, somebody made the numbers and he said we're supposed to worship 900 demigods a day in order to worship all of them in 1 year, something. So this is the position. Anyway, thank you so much for your attention. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, I'm sorry, Maharaj. Yes, Prabhu. No problem.
Just because you posted that letter and we did not get a chance to see the reply,
yes,
as to how what this man has said is so opposed to what Krishna said. We should all know what Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, yes. And that's generally the way Prabhupada answers this. Men of small intelligence worship the demigods. Men of small intelligence worship the demigods, and their fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods go to the planets of the demigods, and my devotees, they come to me.
Yes,
so this is not something where we will just, for the purposes of trying to be harmonious, we will accede to their demand. We are acceding only to the demand of Krishna, who states that men of small intelligence worship the demigods and their fruits are limited. We don't want limited fruits. We want one fruit, and that is pure love of God, which takes us back home, back to Godhead, and not to the heavenly planets, which will just bring us back here again. That's all.
Yeah, Maharaj, thank you. So beside the scripture says, by worshiping Krishna, all the demigods are pleased. By worshiping Krishna, all the demigods are pleased. Yes, He is the root. He is the root. By watering the root. So thank you so much, Maharaj. Thank you to everybody. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai.